You guys asked for him, and we delivered. The newest member of the New York Knicks, number 13, Evan Fournier, is in the building. Evan, how
What's
you
up,
doing,
man?
man? Welcome to Knicks Fan
I'm good. How you
TV.
doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's a pleasure to have you on. Definitely appreciate you giving us the time, and once again, welcome to the team.
Sure, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Before we get started, I want to once again salute to everybody in the chat. And when we usually have our guest spots, our guests on our show, we usually do a hashtag in the chat. So tonight's hashtag, we're going to do a hashtag 13. So throw a hashtag 13 in the chat to salute Evan Fournier. And if you guys is from France, everybody watching from France, throw your flag in the chat to salute your fellow countrymen. All
It's a
right.
little late right now in France, though.
Yeah, it's a little late, but they're in here, man. Trust and believe. They're definitely here. So, anyway, Tuesday was a big day for you, man. I feel like, no one does these press conferences better than the Knicks. And you had the press conference on the floor, the tour of the Empire State Building. What was your first day as a New York Knick like?
Well, I mean, it was my first time being a free agent, so it was my first time doing a press conference like that. But I didn't know what to expect, and they did it big, man. They did it big. They had Fat Joe in there. That was fun. We went to the Madison. They had all these like posters with my face on it and Kimber's face on it. They had these huge boards on the Madison Square Garden. And yeah, it was a nice introduction. It was nice to meet the guys, meet the coach, see Leon, see Scott, and I feel like it was a good first step, to feeling what it's like to be in the Knicks.
Absolutely, man. What was you had always said in previous interviews that you had always wanted to play for the Knicks. What specifically appealed to you about the team? Was it the team itself, the organization, Madison Square Garden, the fans? What specifically made you want to play for the Knicks?
Well, let me start by saying I'm sure you guys have heard that a lot. When you play, I mean, when you are such a big organization and when you have guys getting traded or free agents, everyone is like, yeah, I couldn't wait to be here, and I've always wanted to be a Knick, blah blah blah, blah, blah because it's a big market, and guys enjoy playing in big markets. But French fans can actually back me up on that. I've been saying that for a long time. And it's not just because I signed here. I'm not the type of guy that's going to say something just because it's going to make people happy. Like, I know you guys don't know me well enough, but I try to always keep it real. And when I said that, I meant it. And I meant it because multiple reasons. First of all, I can remember my first time playing against the Knicks when I was a rookie back in Denver. And just it was my first time at the Madison, and the team was good back then. They had Melo, they had J Kidd, they had Chandler, and we got whooped by I think something like 20 or 25, and the Garden was rocking, and it was like, man, this is a fun place to play, and you get to go home. You're in New York, you're in the city. It's a dream. It's on the East Coast, so it's really close to France, and. And there's just history. There's just history. It's a competitive city. I really enjoy the mentality there. It's a little bit. It's tough. It's a tough environment. And I enjoy that. It reminds me a little bit of Paris because it's such a big city, and the pace of the city, the energy, all that. So. Like I said, I've always wanted to be a Knick. So now that I have to make sure I stay a Knick for a long time. So I have to play well, and we have to win.
Absolutely, man. Evan, I'm not sure if you have any headphones handy. I know the people in the chat are saying that because my audio is coming out of your speakers. You have any headphones nearby, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All right. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Just going to get a little audio adjustment real quick. CP here. Evan Fournier, the newest Knick. Let's get that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll get those audio issues corrected. Who we got in the chat going right now? We got a sizable chat. A couple super chats coming in. Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. says, Welcome, Evan, to Knicks Fan TV and Nation. We are a crazy bunch of fans, but we support our teams and players to the fullest. Let's go. Yeah, so we're gonna work on the echo and then continue on with the interview. I appreciate for everybody for coming in for sure. Who else we got? Super chat from Ari. He says, I'm in the Zoom meeting, can't call in. I'm gonna hold you accountable for All right, I'm gonna ask him that when he gets back. Ari, I'm gonna ask him that when he gets back. All right.
All right, let me see.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys couldn't hear me or something?
No, we could hear you, but there was my audio was echoing through your iPad. So we're seeing
Okay.
if you had it on headphones, it could prevent that.
Sure. Let me
Okay.
see. These headphones are actually brand new, so hopefully they work.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Test 1 2 3. Yep. Echo's going.
You good?
Yeah, we should be good to go.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, back at it. CP Evan Fournier here. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. So Evan, when you got the call that the Knicks were interested, what was the pitch from management? Leon Rose, Scott Perry, Tom Thibodeau. How did they try to sell you on the Knicks, and how did they view your role with the team?
Well, this year was a little special. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Good to go.
Yeah. This year was a little special because free agency was so late. I was right in the middle of the Olympics, and I was when I do something, I do it 100%. And I told my agent, listen, I know there's gonna be calls. I know there's gonna be a lot of things to handle, but I'm focused on the Olympics, so I don't want to hear nothing about free agency until it's actually like the deadline and we have like offers on the table, like ready, So I actually did not talk to anyone prior to the deadline, and the deadline was in Tokyo. It was at like something like 3 a.m. So I was definitely sleeping, and it was the day of the quarterfinal. So I was, I was not trying to hear anything that day because I was locked in on my game. And but I told my agent pretty much what I was looking for as far as the role, money wise. Pretty much everything. And he had a bunch of calls with teams, so he was the one receiving information from the coach, so Tibbs, Leon, Scott, all these guys, and the day before he pretty much told me, okay, so I think we're gonna have this offer from that team and this offer from that team, et cetera, et cetera. And I told him, well, you know me, you know what I want, you know where I want to play. If everything works out, just shoot me a text in the morning. So when I wake up, I know what my options are, and we could, just go from there. And so I woke up around like 8:30-ish, and we just decided to go with the Knicks. And right after that, we had a call with Tibbs and Scott and Leon. And so the process for me was actually really easy because I didn't have much to do.
Simple and plain. You wanted to be a Knick, and your agent made it happen. That's a great story.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, the team played very well last year. 41 wins, 4th seed in the East. Did their progress have anything to do with your decision, or were you, pretty much set on coming here either way?
No, for sure. I mean, the perspective of playing for a team that's going to get better and better is everything. You want to be a part of something special. It's going to be my 10th season in the NBA. I've had good seasons, I've had bad seasons. It's always better when you win, man. It's you have more fun. You wake up every day with a sense of purpose, and you want to accomplish something. We all play this game to win. And so there's obviously only one team that wins it all, the championship. But you can still, try to accomplish something even though you don't win the championship, and getting better and better. And obviously, the Knicks having a good season last year played a huge part. Tibbs played a huge part. I'm really looking forward to play for Tibbs. I feel like in a lot of ways he's similar to Coach Clifford.
Yeah.
I played for him 3 years in Orlando, and I just enjoy those type of coaches. Very disciplined, very hard on players, tough-minded coaches that are going to keep it real with you. And that was, Tibbs played a huge part in me coming to New York.
Yeah, Tibbs and Coach Clifford come from that Jeff Van Gundy coaching tree. So,
Yep.
hard work, defense certainly is a common trait. Speaking of defense, the Knicks defense is really something that caught a lot of us by surprise, even the fans. They were the top 5 defense for most of the season last year. As an opponent, when you played for Orlando and Boston, seeing those Knicks, what impressed you about their defense?
Well, I think the number one thing is that they did not make mistakes. They did not foul you unnecessarily. They did not go under on a shooter. Like they knew the game plan extremely well, And so everything you had to do was hard, and when you had to score, it was an earned basket. They rarely messed up a coverage or something like that, And then they obviously have guys that can guard. They have length. They have athleticism. They have good rim protectors. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but mostly it's because they were disciplined and organized, man. Sometimes it's just that important.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you, man. Just watching all 72 games of this team and seeing them play under previous coaches, as you said, they rarely missed an assignment. It was rarely a blown play. Previous years you would see guys kind of pointing at each other and kind of cross communication, but this year they seemed very disciplined, and there was just chemistry. There was a symmetry there from the defensive standpoint that was really impressive with them.
Well, I mean, a lot of that is just coaching because, I've had six coaches now, and when things are very clear, like when you know what you have to do, you're going to do it because you want to be on the floor, you want to win, you want to play well. So when things are easy to understand and things are clear and there's not too many gray area, that's when you can really, really understand, the team concept and just do it. And whereas when there's gray areas, you mix up the coverage every other week and, you try something, if it doesn't work, you do something different and then you change it again. That's where it kind of gets confusing for players because, you're not sure what to do and you don't have that confidence in what you're doing. And so it becomes more complicated. So, it was the same for us, with Clifford. When he first came, we instantly became a good defensive team, and we had the same players. So, I know what it feels like. So I give, the coaching staff a lot of credit for that.
Interesting indeed. Now, 2 players on this team that really took a big step were number 1, Julius Randle, 24, 10, and 6, all-star, most improved player, and R.J. Barrett, who really took a leap in his second season, and most likely you'll be playing in the starting lineup with those guys. What was your impression of those guys as an opponent, and then how do you feel like you'll fit in with these guys in the lineup?
Well, Julius was always a good player, a guy that could score, but he definitely took a step this year. I feel like he's really found he really found his rhythm within the season, and a little bit like the defense. When where your shots are coming from, at what spots, and the different looks you get, then you become more and more comfortable and you become more and more efficient at it. So he had a great season, scoring the ball. He was really aggressive, very physical player. And for the first time, you saw him being like a leader, like really carrying his team and enjoying it. Like you could tell he was a leader and he was having fun, and the guys, like everyone was following him, So I'm definitely looking forward to play with him. He's actually an extremely good passer for shooters as well. So hopefully, I'm going to have fun with that. RJ, is the second-year player who took a huge step this year. I mean, obviously, you guys know shooting 3 for him was huge this year.
Yeah.
last year teams was really. I mean, 2 years ago, his rookie year, teams were really playing him as a driver and going under every pick and roll, so he kind of messed up the whole offense. I mean, not the offense, but the spacing.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year he was shooting the ball really well. So uh, I remember Danny Ainge was like, he had 5 threes. What the hell? When we played against them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the kid is driven. The kid wants to be a really good player, so he works, and you can tell he's very physical, and for his age, he has that maturity already. He plays with poise. You cannot speed him up, and so he had a really good season, and obviously he's going to get better and better.
Yeah, well said, man. Definitely agree. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP Evan Fournier, the newest Nick in the building. Throw a hashtag 13 in the chat to salute Evan. And to all my people from France, throw your flag in the chat. Let your countrymen know that you are in here representing late night, past midnight in France right now. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Speaking of 13, Evan, what made you pick 13 as your number?
Oh, it was a little bit by default. I'm not gonna lie. 10 was obviously taken.
Yeah.
Then my second choice was 15 because that's my wife's number.
Mm-hmm.
She used to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It was also up in the rafters. And so from there, I had my dear 94, but I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Just so you guys know, it's 94 because that's my area in Paris, so it's pretty much my district, the number of my district. So I'm kind of repping my town a little bit, but
sure.
I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It was my number in Boston and in Denver, but I just wanted a new beginning, so I said no to 94, and then number 7 because that's the day my son was born, but I didn't want to take Melo's jersey.
Okay,
so like,
respect.
Yeah, respect. 20 was taken, and so I went to 13 because that was the number I had when I turned pro with 17-year-old. So it's a cool number. I feel like it's a number nobody really wants. You never see you never had a 13th floor in a hotel or seat number 13 in the plane. So I kind of like that. The fact that it's a number that no one wants.
Yeah, I mean, he's not running from the smoke, man. Not scared of the number. Hopefully, it brings you some good luck with
exactly.
The
Knicks. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, man. Let's take a call from the fans. I'm gonna go to my guy Will from LI. Has a question for you. Will, how you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, CP? And shout out to Evan Fournier. Welcome to the New York Knicks. How you doing?
Good, man. Appreciate you. How you doing?
Good, man. First, I want to say welcome to the Knicks. We're just like one of the earlier callers said, we're definitely crazy over here about our players, but we always got your back no matter what. But I had a question for you regarding your Olympic playing for your country of France. What are the positives and the negatives, if any, about playing in the Olympics versus having a regular off season and having time to yourself?
Thanks for the call. Oh, we just lost
Alrighty.
Evan.
Thank you.
All right, hang tight. We just lost Evan's video, so hang tight. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Little technical difficulties. We lost Evan on the Zoom. So we'll just wait for him to come back. Okay, here he is. All right, we got Evan back.
Hello?
Yep, good to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, all good.
All right.
Yeah, so Will's question was
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. You want me to say it now?
Yeah, ready to go.
Sure. All right. So the good thing about playing FIBA, so whether it's Olympics or European Championship or World Championship, is that you get to play 5-on-5 basketball, high intensity. You get to put to practice what you did, during the off season, your individual work. But more than that, I think it's as a player, you want to have big games and play big games with a lot of intensity, high pressure games like semifinals, quarterfinals, all that. because that's really where you get better, and that's the highest level possible. When you play against Team USA in the finals of the Olympics, there's nothing better than that, as a player. So um, that's definitely the best part about it. And the bad part, I would say, is that sometimes you can come back to your team a little bit tired, and it's obviously a 82 season game, so it's very demanding on your body, right?
Yeah.
So you really have to be careful of what you eat, how you sleep, how you recover, and do all the treatment, because I mean there's something every summer, right? So you can really not have any summers off at all. I think I only had like 3 weeks this year,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna have to be extra careful with like I said, how I recover and all that. Because I mean, to me, that's really the only bad part about it. But again, the good versus the bad is it's no question. I'm gonna play every summer for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, we have about a month until training camp. So do you figure you're gonna take it
Yep.
easy between now and then, or do you plan on getting up with the guys? I know Julius usually works out with a couple of guys in the off season. What's your
Well, no,
plan?
no, that's the thing. There's no way I can just jump in without doing anything.
Yeah,
So right now, today is the 19th. So the final was about 10 days ago. So I didn't do anything the last 10 days. Just rest, enjoy my family, enjoy Paris. I'm gonna chill for another 2 3 days, and then I think on Monday I'm gonna start being active again. So I'm gonna start lifting for sure. Maybe doing a little bit of cardio, some light stuff. Like I'm not running because I don't want to put pressure on my joint, but maybe just rowing or biking or some stuff like that. And in another week, I'm thinking about just being back on the court, just touching the ball, going up and down the court, just working on my skills and stuff. Because you gradually have to work towards training camp. You don't want to start training camp without doing anything for a month.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, interesting indeed. I want to go to the Discord. We're going to go to France. My guy Tom from the French Knicks podcast has a question for you.
Ooh.
Tom, you're live on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic, and you're live with CP and Evan, man. Tom on the Discord. Tom going once. All right, Tom. Dave, I'm gonna put Tom back in the lounge. If you get back to him, just tell him that we're waiting on him. Let's go to Fredo in the Discord. Fredo, you up next. Fredo, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing,
Evan,
bro?
good to hear from you, man. I just want to wish you a healthy and successful season.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank
also
you.
want to tell you that the two things that Knicks fans love are hard workers, which obviously you are, and the other thing that we love is a player that likes to come to New York and take on the challenge. A
Sure.
lot of players duck New York, and to hear you say that you wanted to come here, I know that's going to make a lot of Knicks fans happy. The only,
Well,
the
thank
only,
you. Thank you.
you're welcome, man. Thank you too for choosing to come here. The only request that I have, and I know all the Knicks fans are gonna agree, is we need you to come up big for us against the Hawks, man. They've been talking.
I mean,
they've
it
been
became a
talking
rivalry in
crazy.
just one playoff series, huh?
That fast, man. It became a rivalry that fast, and now we got Christmas Day against the Hawks, and
Oh, I know, I
they
know.
started
I
up
heard
a
about it.
they started up a Hawks fan TV, Evan. Two months ago, they started up a Hawks fan TV. Now we're going back and forth on Twitter. So Christmas Day is going to be very interesting. At
It's actually good. I think it's good for the league to
yeah,
have rivalries like that, even if it's brand new and fresh out the box. I mean, I think it's good. Like just watching you guys play that series, you could tell there was a little bit of electricity, I would say. So I'm definitely looking forward to be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And speaking of rivalry, you know that there's a team in Brooklyn, man. They got these three guys over there. They're trying to take over the city. I don't think they're gonna be able to, but you know you got a chance to see those guys in the playoffs, man. And in game two, you and KD got into a little skirmish, man. What was that about? What did he say to you?
It wasn't much, you know. It was. To be honest, I don't even remember what he said, but I know I was upset. You know, we were down 20, so I got mad, and you know, we just talked back and forth. But really, there isn't much to it. You know, it's not necessarily personal when you get upset like that. You know, you're just being competitive, and you don't want to, you know, back down from anybody. So, you know, I'm a guy that you know, I play with a lot of emotion, and so during the game, you know. I do talk if you're gonna talk to me. I rarely gonna start it, but you know you can count on me to definitely fight you if there's, you know, like an altercation or, you know, something. And it just happened to be KD, but really there wasn't much to it, you know.
It's just one of those things, heat of the moment, right? Understood, understood. Well, listen, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, look, Knicks fans will definitely, you know, love that you know, that dog in you in that fight. So that's good to hear. One more call in the from the fans. Let's go to Papa Left. Papa Left, what's going on?
Yo, CP, this is your best Evan. Shout out to Evan Roberts, but I think this is your best Evan guest you've had.
Salute, bro. Appreciate it.
Yo, Evan Fournier. I just want to say that picture with your wife and your son looks priceless, bro. He looks like he just crossed somebody up, and he's looking down at their lifeless body, about to shimmy and hit a three in your name. So hopefully we can get him a legacy contract in about 15 years.
Hopefully, man. Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah. I just wanted to say my question was, you know, you spoke on how you came into the league and the Knicks had Melo, Chandler, and Amare, and for the majority of your career, the Knicks have pretty much been, you know, a media laughingstock of the NBA. And now with, you know, Tom Thibodeau, Leon Rose, the culture and the perception has changed. I just wanted to know, moving through FIBA, moving through NBA locker rooms, how much is that a real tangible thing? Like, how much is that perception of the Knicks being the laughing stock of the NBA through the media, and how much has that, if that is true, how much of that has changed, whether it be in the Magic locker room or whether it be through your own personal relationships in the NBA and obviously with Team France, and then and just a reiteration of what other callers are going to say, and what I said to Matt Grimes, Quentin Grimes' brother, is we love defense and we love timely shots. You know, and more than timely shots, we love defense. You'll always have a good game in our hearts when you play defense. So that's what I got to say, and much love to you, Evan. Thanks for coming to New York, and enjoy being a Knick. It's going to be the time of your life, bro.
Appreciate you, Papa.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. So to answer the first question about you know, the Knicks the last few years, where I kind of disagree with you when you say, you know, the Knicks were the laughing stock of the NBA, at least not for us players. You know, there's you know, I'd say every year there's like 5 or 6 bad teams. It just happened that when, you know, you're the Knicks and you're part of those 5 to 6 bad teams, you know, the media, they talk about you, but it I guess it's just a part of being such a huge franchise and being a big market. But, you know, for players, we don't necessarily look at that. You know, we still have to come in, play the game, win. Whether you're a bad team or, you know, good team, we don't necessarily look down on anyone, because we all know, you know, any night, you know, you can lose against anybody. And so in the locker room, really, it was just, okay, we are playing the Knicks. They aren't really good this year, but, you know, we still have to beat them. You know, we still have to show up. And, you know, especially me being, you know, in Orlando for a while, like, we were a bad team as well. So once we became pretty good and, you know, we made the playoffs with Cliff, there was definitely no sense of, you know, entitlement, like, oh, okay, we're going to play the Knicks, we're going to win. No, not at all. You still have to show up, you still have to do your work and win. But I would definitely agree that this year things was different. When the Knicks came in, you knew that they was going to play extremely hard, that they were tough having defense, so everything was going to be hard. Everything was going to be contested, and you're going to have to earn everything. Um, but the goal is to get better and better. So you go from being a bad team to being an elite team on defense, and being the fourth seed to become an elite team on the Eastern Conference. And so you want to have that you want teams to fear you a little bit. It was not there last year, but hopefully with our work and our consistency, we can get there hopefully.
And he also mentioned one of the family members of our rookies. Not sure if you got a chance to see the summer league, but Knicks fans also optimistic about some of the rookies that we have. Quentin Grimes, number 25th pick, and Miles McBride, who was picked 36th. As a veteran, what type of wisdom do you feel like you'll impart on those guys? How do you feel like you'll be able to help them move along as rookies with this team?
Well, as a vet, you don't want to overwhelm young players with information, because first of all, they have to figure it out by themselves first. Like they have to see what works and what doesn't, and what type of role they're going to have. And I think it's good to let them learn by themselves a little bit first, and really you can talk to them once they are open to conversation. It really depends on each and every player, how open they are. But I think leadership is interesting when there's exchange. It's not me, I know everything and you don't. Like even from a rookie, you can always learn something. You can learn from everyone. And me being a 10-year player now, like a veteran, I plan on helping those guys, by leading by example. Something that I've always done. I'm the type of guy, I don't talk a whole lot. When I say something, it's because I mean it and I feel like I have to say it. And I do my work. I try to lead by example. I always practice as hard as I can, and I always try to be like an example for those guys. And so once they are open to a conversation and they want to know more, then I can help them. But I'm not going to come in and just say, okay, you need to do this, because I feel like it doesn't work that way.
Got you. 10 years in the league, is there an aspect or an area of your game that you feel like you want to work on or continue to get better at?
Of course, you can get better at everything. I've taken a huge step actually those last 2 years at shooting the three after the dribble. It's something that I've really gotten better and better. I think I was shooting almost 40% from three after the dribble, which is pretty good. And so I have to keep getting better at that. I have to keep working on my mid range after the dribble, and I'm thinking about adding a little post-up game in like 1 or 2 years. Because as you get older and older, you try to maximize your effort. And so if you can get buckets, in the low post, you can save a little bit of energy and save your legs. So that's definitely something I'm interested in.
And it certainly seemed like, it was an area that the Knicks were looking to emphasize in terms of upgrading the team. When you talk about bringing you on, bringing back Alec Burks, Derrick Rose, drafting Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride, it certainly seems like, that area of shot creation was something that the Knicks were certainly looking to prioritize.
Yeah, no, you're right. The three ball was not a strength for the Knicks last year, and so I feel like with the additions of myself, of Kemba, of the rookies and the returning players, I feel like it's going to help RJ, and I feel like it's going to help Julius because they are very physical guys that enjoy getting to the rim, and so obviously when you play with shooters, well, it kind of opens up the floor. So it's going to be our job to be there for them, open the floor for them, and make shots. That's simple.
No, No question, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP Evan Fournier here. Throw a number 13 in the chat to salute Evan. And for my people in France up late night watching, throw your flag in the chat to salute your fellow countrymen. Evan, we got over 2,000 fans in here watching live. So, hey, man, Knicks fans, we're definitely looking forward to this. Definitely appreciate your time. And as I told you about the show, we were talking before we went on, the show's really picked up steam and gained popularity. And one of the figures that has increased the popularity of the show is my guy, Jay Boogie. So he wanted to come on and congratulate you. He's a fan favorite. He calls in at the end of each show. We call him the closer. He calls in win or lose to give us the sermon and keep it positive if we lose and turn it up a notch if we win. So I wanted to let you talk to Jay Boogie. And Jay Boogie, go ahead and salute Evan Fournier, man.
Salute. 3 capital S's. Love and respect to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you all. This is a big time moment. This is a big time situation. This is what we've been working on and living for. This is what we've been waiting and living for, day by day, time by time. Evan, I appreciate you coming over here. Respect for you, man, becoming your first time free agent. That's big. And then you picking the Knicks, that's even bigger. We got one. Finally, somebody came and signed with us. That's because we've been doing the right thing. I heard you got off the flight and the E hopped in the van and the van went to the garden. They signed my man, Evan. Love and respect, man. And look like you and CP, y'all both having a battle with the beers. Appreciate you. See you game 1 of the season for Boston. We got something for you, Boston.
Let's go. Jay Boogie, the closer.
Appreciate you, Jay Boogie.
Yeah, that's my guy, Jeff. That's my guy, man.
All right.
Salute to Jay Boogie. So, what else is on your New York to-do list, man? You were looking for a barber. I think you got about 1,000 recommendations for a barber, so you should be set there. Anything else? Is there a bucket list for New York that you have planned?
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that about the barber, man. I'm getting messages all day. Like I don't know what you're doing. My bucket list in New York. Honestly, I've done a whole lot already. Because my wife and I used to hang out in New York during the summer, and we even spent 2 All-Star breaks in New York. So we did a whole lot. All the touristic stuff and everything. Honestly, it's more about just experiencing the city on a day-to-day basis, like living like a guy from New York. You know what I mean? Because it's different when you come to New York for a week. It's different than when you live there. So I'm really more excited about hanging out, going to restaurants, going to bars. Having a good time with my son and my wife. Just a day-to-day routine, really. That's really what I'm most excited about.
True indeed, man. Well, listen, man, we're definitely looking forward to it. The city will definitely embrace you. They're excited to have you here. The fan base is energized, and just stay healthy, stay safe, and we wish you the best of luck, man, in this season. Great job as well, Evan. Thanks again for joining us.
All right, CP. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you.
All right. So to everybody in the chat once again, Evan Fournier joining us. Thanks again, Evan. Take care, man.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
All right, there we go. Salute. What'd you guys think, man? Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Evan Fournier. Great job, man. Great job. Great interview. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, for supporting. Everybody who called in with a question. That was a lot of fun, man. Definitely appreciate that. And thank Evan for his time as well. Let me read some of the super chats that have come in. Over 2,000 in here for the Fournier interview. This is 6 o'clock Eastern time, man. Come on. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Let me read some of the super chats that have come in. Eric Nephron says, crush that likes, hit the thumbs up button. Paul Collins, welcome to the Knicks. Just killed the New Jersey Nets. That's the super chat. $20 super chat. Will from LI says, OMG, I'm freaking out that I got to ask Evan Fournier a question. Is this real life? This is Knicks Fan TV, people. This is Knicks Fan TV. It's what it's all about, man. Connecting with the players, connecting with the fans. And that's what we do, man. If you guys are new in the chat, throw a hashtag new in there. Welcome to all new viewers, wherever you guys are tuning in from, wherever you're watching from. Salute to everybody from France who stayed up late to watch. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We had a little technical difficulties earlier, but we worked that out. So once again, thank you to Evan Fournier for joining us. And hey, maybe, hopefully this won't be the last Knicks player to come through and chop it up with the fans on KnicksFanTV. I thought that was a lot of fun. Regular Joe sends a super chat. He says, "Hey Evan, thanks for accepting the challenge in New York." You had a question there. I try to get to everything, but just in the interest of time, he had a delay. He had a long day, so I was just being respectful of the time. So I was trying to get to everything, the calls and get my questions and get the super chats. But I appreciate everybody for donating. Russell Whiskey says Hall of Famer Clyde Frazier is at every game. Is Evan going to pick his brain? And you would hope so. Eric Nephron, we'd like you, Evan. Welcome to the Knicks. Ayo Pal sends a super chat. Pal, thank you very much. NY Dad Once is number 13. Welcome, Evan. Salute. Evan, so glad you signed with us and super excited that you always wanted to play for us. John Mark sends a super chat. Asks about Frank. Cynthia Wolves, thanks for super chat, Cynthia. Angelo Carlo, welcome to the Knicks family. You won my loyalty when you clap back at that fan by saying KD needs a better barber. Keep that same energy in New York. This season we're gonna love you for it. So Angelo Carlo. Sam L sends a super chat. He says, Evan, you who are some of the unsung guys on the Knicks? You excited to get in the gym with? Well, we talked about Julius. We talked about RJ. He definitely talked them up. I was very impressed with RJ's second season. Talked about how he would impart some wisdom on the young guys as well. Gotta be legend says a Costa Rican cologne, 5,000 colognes. Says thank you for signing, Evan. And he had a question for Fournier as well. Jalen Julius sends a super chat. Says welcome to NYK Evan Fournier. I'm already a fan because you roasted KD's hair on Twitter. Chunk Norris sends a super chat. He says, my guy Ev, we gotta kill these foes. Paris is definitely like New York. Lego, you better remain the same killer in the garden. 914. YO. Let's go. Shout out to Jodinho sends a super chat. He says, can we get Evan's best year? Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. appreciate the super chat. Ari appreciate the super chat, man. I was hoping you would have gotten a call in, but I'm not sure what happened there. And yeah, man, that's the story. Eddie SFL says KnicksFanTV, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. Huge fan from Palm Beach, Florida. Great interview. Yeah, where were you guys viewing this show from, man? Throw your cities, type your country, or throw your flag in the chat. Let us know where you guys were checking in from. And I'll shout you guys out. Let me refresh this page. Salute to the rest of the donations. Next show will be Sunday. Special guest, my guy Puma, diehard Knicks fan, also known as the Black Ink Crew, creator Black Ink Crew on VH1. My guy Puma will be coming through. We'll be talking Knicks. And we're also, for those of you, before you guys go, remember the RJ giveaway, RJ 40K giveaway. We're going to announce the winner on Sunday. We're giving away an autographed RJ Barrett basketball. Go to KnicksFanTV.com to sign up. Sign up is free. Just go to KnicksFanTV.com. You'll see the landing page and sign up. The 40K giveaway and autographed RJ Barrett basketball. Iconic TV says shout out to number 13, Jean-Claude Van Slam, CP for governor, NYK all day. Yeah, the governorship is wide open right now, man. I might have to jump in the race. The fan base got my back, man. Might have to. Eric Defrod says Viva Le Fournier. Appreciate that. Blarn's Tears, Freezy, what's good, Freezy? Says, great job, CP. Top-notch work again. Keep setting the pace, bro. Knicks forever. Freezy, appreciate you, man. We got Illa checking in from Toronto, Canada. Joel checking in from Seattle. Appreciate that. We got Li in the building. No Dice 414. Eloise Thomas, how you feeling? Yeah, man. Detroit basketball in the building. Vin T. Robert Parrish checking in from France. Bodega Mayor, what's going on? We got Lochte Walker, Victoria, Australia. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, definitely appreciate everybody for calling in, tuning in. And like I said, the next show will be this Sunday, next edition of Knicks Fan TV Live. So definitely hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again to Evan for joining us. And yeah, man, the fan base is energized. The fan base is juiced. You know what I got for Fournier? He's not gonna back down, man. He's a tough guy. He wanted it. He wanted that orange and blue jersey. You know, we always appreciate that, as Jay Boogie said, as Papa Left said as well. And so I think he's gonna be a fan favorite quite early, man. He's a guy that works hard, leaves it on the court, understand what's expected of him. You know, coming from that Clifford system, which is similar to this Tibbs system, which is that, you know, that Van Gundy style. So he definitely understands the expectations here and knows that his coach is gonna demand a lot for him. So I think Fournier is gonna fit in quite seamlessly with this team, along with Kemba, RJ, Julius. Just health, man. Just as long as they can stay healthy, I feel like this team could make some noise. So we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens. Shout out my guy Dave, Super Dave, as Jay Boogie would say. Dave, great job. TM, great job. All the mods in here. Eric Booker, appreciate you. Jeremy Maynard, appreciate it. Thanks to all the mods who help out all the time. Mr. Chill sends a super chat, says Richmond VA in here. Thanks for doing this. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. TNT Neil 17 says salute Knicks Fan TV. CP, love what you're doing. Long time listener and Knicks fan in South Carolina. South CAC, stand up. Appreciate that, man. I got Freezy in here. Let me make sure I didn't leave any super chats. No super chats left behind. JJ, great interview. JJ, appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. TM says he's an actual upgrade. Yeah, I believe so. I believe he is an upgrade over Bullock. So I think this offense will get a much needed lift. All right, I got Russell Whiskey, NY Dad 1. I got all of those. All right, I think I got everything. So as you guys know, these shows are presented by Manscaped, #1 men's grooming tool below the waist. And they're shipping worldwide, people. UK, France, Singapore, Europe. So make sure you guys go to manscaped.com, enter promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. Go get the Lawnmower 4.0. It is the Ferrari of ball trimmers. Trust and believe. Check out the Performance Package 4.0 as well. They got great deals. As I said, 20% off plus free shipping with promo code Knicks. Go to manscaped.com. And they will take care of you. If you guys missed the show on video, we'll be running the replay. Shout out to the replay gang if you guys are watching on the replay. And also, the show's available in audio podcast format. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, all the major podcast platforms. So, can't miss it. Knicks Fan TV's everywhere. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. CP the franchise. I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in.